I'm super excited to have Gabriel Padilla from 40 Grados Production Company based in Panama City right here. And I'd love to ask you a lot of questions about the film industry and the production specifically in Panama.
Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for this interview. It's always nice to have the opportunity to let people know about what is happening in Panama. We have been busy lately since our film industry is picking up internationally. And this is all due to the new Panamanian film law and the incentives that Panama is giving.
That's exciting. So let's talk about it in a bit. But I'd love to know, tell me more, what type of production is happening? Is it more TV, movie, series? What would you say is the most popular one?
Well, around the year, we do all kinds of films, like feature films, documentaries for Nat Geo or for Discovery Channel, those type of shows. They love to come to Panama. Panama has a very diverse nature, and lately, reality shows.
Nice.
TV shows, yeah.
Okay. Well, I know I've heard a lot that Panama's been picking up like crazy with the film industry. And it's very interesting for me to hear that. And it's exciting because I know Panama is a very diverse and big country.
Right. I mean, Panama has not been in the radar compared to other countries, but it is increasing slowly. People are starting to pay more attention into Panama. Just a couple months ago, we had the visit of John Travolta during the
I've heard
during the Panama Film Festival. Yes, so it tells you, people are starting to pay attention more.
And it's incredible to hear Panamanian film industry picking up, not only just in the production, but also with the film festivals, more famous people, actors coming in here, visiting Panama, discovering Panama, which is incredible.
Right. Well, I would say that this is all due to the efforts that the government has taken to bring international investments in the form of film.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
Well, Panama established a film incentive back in 2013 when they were issuing 15% cashback.
Okay.
That didn't work out quite well. There wasn't too many companies interested. We did have a big film shoot with that incentive. That was a Warner Brothers movie.
Oh, interesting.
That they did shoot an important film in Panama at that time. But then in 2020, they raised the incentive to 25%. And that's where people started to say, like, oh, okay, so now it's getting interesting. And for us, for our company, 40 Grados, that's all we do. I mean, we service international companies. When they want to shoot in Panama, they need a local company to do all the logistics and the permits for them, And sometimes we do provide. We have available the whole crew, and casting. We do casting. I mean, we do the whole.
That comes in handy always.
Yes. So in that sense, we have had the opportunity to shoot American feature films.
Okay. So would you say the main market currently that is coming in Panama is from the United States or also Europe?
Yeah, not exactly the United States. We do have many of them. I would say like 50% of the projects come from the U.S. and the other 50 come from Europe.
Nice. That's fair.
Yeah.
And again, that's all because Panama is so diverse.
Exactly. Both of them, U.S. and Europe, they come shoot reality shows.
Great.
And this is because in Panama we have like beautiful beaches and islands. And these reality shows, some of them are, these challenging types of survivals.
I've heard about that one. There was a Survivor series
That was the first one who came. But after that, Panama has been invaded of different reality shows and survivor shows.
That's amazing.
Because every country has their own show, in their language.
Of course.
So we get people from Poland, we get people from Italy, from France. They all have their own version of their TV show.
Understood. Yes.
And we service all of them.
That's amazing. That's the important part, I think, for the film industry in general, that if you can find one place that fits all the criteria, it always the best shot.
But something, obviously, we want to do like feature films. That's for me, that's more interesting.
Understandable.
And we had the opportunity to service a feature film from the U.S.
That's what was my next question I wanted to ask. The Mystery Island by Hallmark. Tell us more.
That was a very, very challenging and interesting project because they gave us the opportunity to do most of the work. Some projects, they bring everybody. They bring their own crew, their own equipment, everything. And all we need to do is to do the logistics and find the locations and stuff like that. But in this case, it was different. They told us, okay, you're in charge. We're just going to bring the director of photography, the rest of the people, you provide them in Panama. And
well, it makes sense. Sometimes I think is because it's much easier just to bring the crew, small crew, and have everything based in the country or the place you're going to.
Oh, and you save a lot of money. I mean, working with locals, you don't need to have hotels for them. So in this case, we provided all of the crew and the part of the cast.
Okay, that's... how did that happen?
Well, in Panama, our first language is Spanish, not English. But a lot of people in Panama speak English. And so we were able to gather and do a good casting of people to fill those roles. There were 20 roles, actually, 20 roles to fill. And we were able to fill 10 of them. The others,
That's
they had
incredible.
to... Yeah. The other ones, they had to fly them from UK and the US. And that was another challenge, because now you're bringing these people to Panama and you have to coordinate with them, their hotels, their transportation. Yes. They have different food requirements. Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting. I love it.
But that's why it makes it easier for the crews from US, Canada, Europe, Asia to come solo and have an opportunity or a company like yours that helps them organize everything on the ground, kind of stress-free.
Right. We try to take away from them all the stress and do the hard work. There are many benefits of filming in Panama. Panama has a US dollar currency.
That's
true. So in most cases, you don't have to exchange
Yes, it's more convenient. But tell us more now about the incentives you were mentioning earlier that Panama is offering.
So the Panamanian government has raised the incentive to 25% cashback.
Okay.
Our cashback is one of the easiest ones to obtain because unlike other countries where you have to apply for it first and sometimes you don't get it, in Panama, if the production fulfills the requirements, they are already eligible to get the incentive.
And have you heard how it's been going so far? Has it been successful? Maybe a few companies that already got approved?
Most of the people who applied for it, they already got their incentive. So
that's fantastic.
There is living proof that, companies are coming here and they're getting their
You're telling me now there's going to be more movies, TV series shot in Panama this year, next year, and so on, which is
just alone.
amazing.
Our company, we have done already 2 incentives for our clients, which they have gotten their money already.
But they have not started yet, so it's to come, or they've already experienced
There is a process, you first you shoot your movie in Panama, and then when you're done, we present the receipts of all the expenses that we had.
Okay.
And from there, they calculate how much they're going to return to you.
Okay.
And that could be everything. I mean, food, hotels, even the airline tickets, because we have Copa Airlines, is a Panamanian company.
Interesting.
And Copa flies to many, many destinations in the U.S. and in America.
That's definitely a huge advantage, that's for sure.
Yes.
So you mentioned John Travolta. So tell us, how did it go? That's, I think it's an incredible experience for Panama film industry to have such huge, famous actors coming in.
Well, it's not the first time that he comes to Panama. He actually has shot before here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He shot a long time ago. He shot a movie called Basic.
Nice.
That was shot in Panama.
So he has an experience in Panama already.
Yeah. He has a relationship with Panama, yes.
That's amazing. So it's one of his favorite places, maybe.
Yes.
But it's incredible. I'm very excited to hear that there is a big film process happening in Panama specifically, and it's growing. And it's amazing to see that new, exciting things are going to be coming for the English-speaking communities all over the world, which is amazing to feature. And that will probably bring more international people, tourists to Panama as well.
That's right, and we're excited about that. We know that the demand is going to increase now that there is living proof that the people are actually getting their incentives. And we now can say that we have experienced crew because they have been working in these films. They know, they work in English with the directors in English. So
it's an easier way of communication that you don't have to worry going to the country that is the main language, Spanish.
Exactly. We can put together a team with everybody that speak English.
That's very important to have the support on the ground. That's important.
Right.
How would you say the actors that are coming in from internationally, how do they like Panama? How do they act? What are their thoughts?
Well, they don't know where they're coming because they have never set foot in Panama. So when we are coming from the airport and they see the Panamanian skyline,
okay,
they are impressed. They don't expect to see that. And we do have like an interesting skyline, just like if you were in one major city around the world.
I've heard they call Panama Latin American Miami.
Exactly. And we have very good hotels in the city. So now you can say, people who have movies with A-list actors,
okay,
they can shoot it in Panama, no problem. You can put them in the nice hotels. We can go from their hotels to the set in matter of minutes because everything is close by.
Good.
So that's a big advantage. In a production, moving from one set to if it's far, that's a problem. And
especially with traffic and everything.
Right, that costs money. But in Panama, since everything is close by.
Good. That's exciting to hear. So basically, to summarize this interview, it's exciting to hear that Panamanian government came up with a new incentive.
Oh, we are so happy. It's easy to work with them. We need permits to shoot in different locations. Mm-hmm. We get it, because they support it. So when you have a government that is film friendly, mm-hmm. makes life easier.
Of course.
And we're a safe country.
That's the important one as well, especially for actors or the crews coming from outside of the country who are visiting for the first time.
Right. My last client, I cannot mention the show, but it was a show from the U.S. and the cast was important people. They even came with the bodyguards and all that. And I asked them, why did you choose Panama? And they said, because in the list of countries that we wanted to shoot in, Panama is listed as one of the safe ones. And so for them, something called the risk assessment.
Okay.
They say Panama is green
it's
light.
the place to go.
Yes.
It's the green light. And that's amazing. That's amazing to hear because it is important.
All these factors, you add them up. And all I can tell you, we are here waiting.
Exactly.
For more production.
Well, I'm sure 100% Panama is going to be booming as it's already growing so fast and becoming popular among the filmmaker crews and just the tourists. I'm sure it's going to be booming in a few years, and we're going to be seeing more and more movies happening in Panama, and I'm very excited to see that.
Thank you. I will look forward for that. We're here, ready for the action.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for today. It was a pleasure talking to you and getting to know more about the film industry in Panama.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.